pretty amazing to be able to have a matchup technically 3 times in one calendar year. It's a rarity, and they have been down to the wire thrillers the first 2, and I expect it'll be the same thing come Sunday.
As I have the opportunity to visit with one of my broadcasting heroes, Jim Nantz. Jim, you and Tony called both Bengals-Chiefs games back in January. Obviously, they were thrillers. Have you had this one circled on the schedule since the NFL schedule came out in May?
I've been thinking about this game since before the schedule came out because it was one of those games I was afraid we might lose. I was thrilled to see that we had this in the doubleheader window to open up December. It's big, it's gigantic, and pretty amazing to be able to have a matchup technically 3 times in one calendar year for teams that aren't even in the same division, albeit in the same conference, but it's a rarity. And they have been down to the wire thrillers the first 2, and I expect it'll be the same thing come Sunday.
So earlier this week, Tyler Boyd said that Burrow versus Mahomes is the new version of Brady versus Manning. You called a bunch of those games. Does this feel similar to you?
You know, the thing that's missing here is just time. They're still in their 20s, so it's a little early to go that far with it, but it's on track, I think is what he's trying to really say. They're on track because they're playing in Super Bowls. Yes, it has a chance to potentially be there if their teams keep winning. And these guys, number 9 and number 15, they know nothing but how to win.
This is not the first Bengals game that you and Tony have called this year. You had Bengals-Cowboys back in week 2. Cincinnati obviously fell to 0-2 when they lost that game. They're 7-2 since. What do you think of the way the Bengals are playing right now?
Well, the big difference, I think, since early in the year, Dan, is that the offensive line has stabilized now, and they've figured it out through good coaching. They have figured out how to build, how to grow, and how to become a unit. There have been some other guys that have stepped up. What T. Higgins did over the last month was pretty impressive. What Trent Irwin did stepping in. Samaji's done out of the backfield with Mixon out. There's a lot of depth there. I think that's the thing. They've had some guys that didn't play early in the year that are playing, a lot of snaps now and playing some good football.
Jim, this has been a real treat for me. I can't thank you enough for doing it. Have a great game on Sunday.
Probably the first of a few appearances at the Jungle before this season is over. It's a big one.